You are now listening to Random Ramblings with Rob.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah!
Motherfuckers. What up, everybody? This your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Rambles with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week or however you listen to podcasts. And if you're a first-time listener, I'd like to thank you for giving my show a try. I have a guest this episode, and they hail from a land that I'm making up in my mind right now. I didn't know where I was going with the direction of the place that I was going to entail, but just know it has a mystique, a aura about it, where they have some crime and no good deeds going on. And this one person here that I have as my guest for this show is known by the name that has been given henceforth from the Thunder Gods, and it is Crystal, the perfect storm. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I did, like I said, I pressed the record button and then shit just come to me and I say it.
That's I like that. I feel like that is the best introduction I've ever been given on like a radio show before. That's awesome.
Yes, so you're welcome. Suck it, Jay Sandlin.
That's right. He's got to up his game. Up your game, Jay. Rob just got you.
Yeah,
he beat you.
But he has all kinds of music and special effects and shit, which I do not have. So
he is pretty good. He's pretty good in that post-production room. I got to give him that.
Yeah. So speaking of Jay Sandlin and James Gabsy and all that other hullabaloo over there, that's how I came across you, Miss Storm. Oh. Can I call you Miss Storm? Is that okay?
You can. You can call me Miss Storm. You can call me Crystal. Is whatever. We're good.
All right. And not Janet, because you're not nasty. So,
well, I would. I mean, okay. Wait, hang on. What's the rate? Never mind. We're not going to go there. It's fine.
Right.
It's fine.
All right. Good to go. I'll edit that out in post.
There you go.
But I come to know your voice. I know who you are a little bit via the Who Would Win podcast. And since you have been a constant addition to that show, I've been enjoying it.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. You know what? I came upon that show completely by accident.
That's how this all works.
That is. I feel like that's how I got into podcasting myself too, by accident. Like everything just kind of happens on accident. And I was literally just procrastinating on Twitter, responded to one of James' posts, and it just kind of snowballed from that. And it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun moderating for those guys.
Yeah, I mean, I have been on there at least 2 times, and me being me, I've heard the show because the guy that used to moderate before, Ray, you know, we all tight, we all cool, we all talk and everything. But initially, I didn't really listen to the show consistently.
Okay.
But so when I did become a guest moderator, I wasn't privy to the etiquette that Jay and James use. So,
yeah, it's formatted. It is. It's
yeah. I mean,
at least the main show is like we kind of get a little out of control now with our before myth segments and kind of a little bit of our aftermath. But yeah, no, the main show it's pretty tight. James runs a tight ship.
Yeah, but so I went on there and I'm like with all my foreign filth and all my cuss words and everything. And, you know, James and Jay was polite about it. They didn't say shit. They didn't say nothing beforehand. They didn't say nothing after we finished recording. But when I go back and listen to that episode, it was like severely edited. It was like an Eminem CD in Walmart.
Oh, no. I feel your pain because it's really hard for me not to drop F-bombs because I'm just that person. I'm like potty mouth. I'm like a sailor. Like I use fuck like I use the. So it's really hard for me sometimes in episodes to kind of curb myself. It takes a lot of self-control.
So the second time I went on there, still wasn't privy to the.
Oh no! They didn't say anything.
No, they still didn't say anything. I think I brought it up when James was a guest on this show, and I told him I was just like, and through me, I found out that your show was kind of PG-13, so I apologize for all my cuss words. He's like, through you, we figured out our show was PG-13.
I mean, I feel like that is a great way to figure out what your show rating is going to be. Because Jay has sometimes towed the PG-13 line with some of his jokes and innuendos of episodes. So, I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Innuendo is fun. I mean,
innuendo is fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's nothing against that. But like, I'm up there talking about, Booster Gold gonna put his foot up his ass and that fuck start him into the new millennium and shit. I mean, yeah. I mean, I didn't say that, but that's something I would say.
You know what? I wonder if he still has it, because now I want to request from Jay the uncut version of when you were moderating. Like, I feel like that needs to be a thing that we offer. Yeah. I need these in my life now.
And if you go to Who Would Win on patreon.com, you can find this content, maybe.
That's definitely something we have to offer to our patrons. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. He just let me run through there like a bull in a china shop. They was just polite and just like, huh. And you can like, in hindsight, after I listened to those episodes, you can kind of tell what it was like. Oh shit, there you go cussing again.
It's that silence, right? That little bit of silence right after you say something. You're like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
And then you've been around James for a while, whatever. I mean, if something get him, he's not going to say it outright. He'll just be like, yeah, okay. So then you'll just kind of try to segue out of it and everything. So I was like,
yeah, he's a pro. He definitely is.
But enough about those guys.
It's that pregnant pause with him, and then it's like, okay, and we're on a new topic.
Yeah, that's when you can tell you're scribbling the timestamp down for editing. But anyway, enough about them. I mean, you're a great moderator on that show. That's a great show. I recommend everybody within the sound of my voice to check out the Who Would Win podcast. There are very many, but there's only one like this one. So look for the correct one. It has Jay Sandlin and James Gaffey, and also Crystal Storm. But how did you come across podcasting initially? I mean, what kind of, sprung those events into play? Like, what the fuck is a podcast? When was that moment?
Right. So when I tell you that I stumbled into radio, I really wasn't kidding. It was right after I had written my, I want to say my second science fiction book, I want to say. Either the first or second. It's been a long time. But the moral story is I was on a radio show getting interviewed on Blog Talk Radio. And this was back when Blog Talk Radio, before it got all crazy and corporate and ridiculous. I said it. Yeah, Blog Talk Radio right now is ridiculous. But this was kind of back in the day before it got that. And you can actually like have an hour-long show for free and all that good stuff. And I was on a show called Paranormal 101. And we were talking about all things sci-fi and about my book and all the esoteric stuff and all that fun stuff. And when I was done, the host and I just had such a great rapport. He said to me, he's like, do you want to be a host on this show? Mm-hmm. And I was just, I'd never done anything like that before, but I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Sure. I'll give it a try. And that's how I got started in doing podcasting and online radio. And that was 10 years ago, around there. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what were some of the growing pains of, first starting out in radio and all that stuff?
You know what? The usual kind of getting your flow, getting your style, dealing with guests, dealing with trolls, because I was doing it live. So shows were live. So we could take in, there's you got a bit of a buffer when you're doing a podcast. Cause like you can take it down to post production, right? We can edit stuff out, if somebody says something a little crazy or whatever. Live radio is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
It's a whole different animal. But it was great. And it was a lot of fun being able to kind of interact with your chat audience, during live shows and that sort of thing, even dealing with the trolls that called in and, having a guest that's got shitty audio. How do you, kind of working through all that kind of stuff. You know how it goes. It's the same thing with the podcast. Like, it's 5 minutes to showtime and the mic is like, shh, and you're like, what is happening? So, dealing with all that. But it's been fun. I think back in the day, it was really just, you learn in live radio why, like professional production houses have somebody to monitor calls before you get people on the line. Because that's been, you understand why. That's been fun. I remember on one show we were interviewing a lady and she was talking about grief and healing through grief and trauma. And it was like this really beautiful show. And then we had a troll. I mean, I got to give him props. He was like on his A game troll because he went through this whole bullshit story just at the end to like say something rude. We immediately hung up on him, but I was like, wow, he really had us going for a good, like fucking 10 minutes here. Good job.
All the setup to the punchline. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I mean, but in that vein right there, what was the wildest thing that somebody ever called in and said?
You know what? That one was it. That one was, that was the one because, okay, so this woman, I don't remember her name, but she's a great author and she wrote this book. No, I don't do names. Don't take it personally.
Yeah, no problem.
But it was called Healing Through Grief. And she was, that's literally what we were talking about, processing grief and healing and all that kind of stuff. And this guy calls in and he's like, I just lost my sister. It's been really hard. And he went through this whole fucking story, Rob, about his sister and about how bad he felt just at the end of it to be like, oh my God, you guys are fucking emo bitches. What the fuck are you like? And then just went crazy. Literally, like just went. I mean, he had her going. She's like trying to counsel him and like is feeling him and being all like supportive. And then it just got nuts.
Man.
Yeah. That was the worst. The show that I was on, we were talking about like crazy stuff, like esoteric stuffs and UFOs and aliens and stuff. So it was fun. It was fun.
Cool. Now, the podcast you host, the Woo Woo Hour.
Yeah.
Tell me, enlighten me. How did this come along, and what is it's based on and whatnot?
So the Woo Woo Hour came along. Woo woo. Yes, right. Woo woo. That came along after I decided kind of what I wanted to talk to people about. And it boiled down, to me, and I'm really kind of always fine tuning this and kind of deciding, what kind of guests I want to sit down and talk to and what we kind of want to really delve and dive into. But the Woo Woo Hour for me was about, I wanted to talk to people who were doing, who were doing cool things in the world, but also had something unique to share. They had a unique perspective on something. I give you a great example is I had one of my favorite kind of conversations that I've ever had with someone is Christopher Dunn. I don't know if anybody's familiar with him, but he's an engineer and he wrote 2 really interesting books about what the Great Pyramids of Giza actually are from the perspective of someone who's an engineer. And it was just a really fascinating conversation to like tackle a topic like that from somebody who, didn't have a vested interest in like the politics or like wasn't a historian that was trying to, hold tight to a theory because history and all that kind of stuff. But was just like, no, because I build things. Here's how I look at this building because I build things. So that was just one of really, really, really interesting conversations. So I like to talk to people like that just have unique perspectives that are doing something different and positive in the world and that are offering awesome things that we can listen to and go, yes, this is cool, or yes, I can bring this into my life and make it better, or, something like that.
Okay. I mean, I'm sorry to put you through this then, because I don't talk about none of that stuff.
I mean, but that's cool though, because you need podcasts like yours too, where you could just listen and just rap with people and it just be chill and interesting. So it's good though. We need all kinds.
And what I do with I think just about every guest that been on this show, I've disclosed a little bit of information, some truthfulness, as I like to do. I mean, and you don't want to lie to nobody, especially somebody you don't know, because I mean, if they find out you're lying to them, I mean, right, that stains you. So
yeah, no, it's true.
I hear you on the Who Would Win podcast once weekly or however often I listen. And the voice that's coming out of your mouth right now, you know, it doesn't match the picture that I have of you in my head. Cause straight up, I mean, I know you as the moderator on Who Would Win. And then, you know, I see your itty bitty profile picture on my cell phone screen. And I don't never click on it to blow it up because I think that's weird for some people. And so I just see this lady in a fedora. And from what I can see, what I can make out, I mean, you look like a white woman. Now, I get you on the show and I click on your profile picture for the first time. I was like, wait a minute. There's some curls under there. What is this?
Oh, yeah.
And then I go to the website, which you all should go to, inthemindofcrystalstorm.com. And I was surprised. I was like, oh, it's my kinfolk.
Oh, yeah.
So now that I'm hearing you outside of the realm of moderation and, you know, get to hear your voice and everything, I was like, oh, okay, I see where we are now.
It's a little bit a whole different person. See, you've never caught me on a Twitch stream either, because I do that too, and I really let my hair down there and all that good stuff. So it's good. It's good. You're getting the many faces of me.
There you go. Which you only have one, so there you go.
What?
Condolences for your pooch here. I'm kind of browsing through your website right now.
Oh, thank you. He was lovely. He was my buddy.
He looked like a fun dog too.
He was a fun dog. He was. He made it 17 years. Yeah. 17 years for that husky. So no complaints. He had a lot of close calls. This dog. He did. A lot of fun stories. A lot of fun stories with that animal. So I'm really pleased that we got up to the point where it was just old age.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
oh yeah, no. I mean, you can edit this in post. But I'm just gonna tell the stories, and I'm just gonna let them out, and you just take out what you need. This dog ate a whole bag of weed once.
Wow.
Oh God, that was terrible. The poor dog was high for days. This poor dog. I mean, I don't even know what happened. He got whatever. It's a whole other story. I mean, this poor dog decided that one day he was going to eat a whole coffee filter, so had like caffeine poisoning. Like this. I mean, he lived through he got bit by a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still don't know. He had something bit him out in our backyard. Like it was fairly recently. It was about a couple months before he died. That just led to like him having to. We had to like cut his face open and like drain a wound. And we still don't know what actually bit the poor dog. So he just lived through a lot to have, just died from old age.
Hey, that be the ones that make it.
Yeah, he did. He had a fun life. He was a great dog. He was a great companion. He was the best.
See, my wife, since we've been together or whatever, she always talking about, whenever she wanted a dog at the time, she wanted a husky. She would always talk about huskies and everything. And I was like, okay, I'll look into it. Very expensive, but, just so happened, I had a guy that I used to work with when I was in the military. He had a litter of American bulldogs, and I know it's not a husky, but it was basically free. I mean, it was purebred, all that stuff. I mean, you just too many dogs trying to get rid of them. So I brought her over there. We seen the litter and everything. She was like, "Oh, they're so cute." You know how you ladies do. And she picked up one. She held it. Had a nice little brown brindle spot around his eye and everything, all white. And she's like, "I want this one." So I was like, "Okay, we got you the dog." And then, as many things in this house, if there's anything that tailors to cleaning and washing and, in the vein of fixing and all that stuff, it becomes my responsibility pretty quick. So I took the dog to the appointments. I got the dog food. I did everything for the dog that the one that said she wanted it was supposed to be doing. So it just became
You sound a little bitter. You sound a little bit.
Well, I am in hindsight now because, it became my dog. So I had pets in my life growing up, but I wasn't at the age of responsibility to where I was full on in trying to take care of a dog. I was like, oh, this is a puppy. It's cute. Now it's big. I don't want this shit no more. You know, it was that type of thing.
It gets real quick.
Yeah. So I had this thing from I think 8 weeks all the way up until, you know, we was getting ready to leave Missouri when I was retiring from the Marine Corps, and did everything with this dog, took it on trips. We rode. I had a pickup truck just for me and the dog, pretty much. You know, we ride around. That was my dog. And, when I retired, you know, we had to go all the way from Missouri to Louisiana, when I first got out, cause we didn't have a place to stay right off the bat. So we was living with my folks for a little bit. And, I had it all in my mind that, you know, we was going to pack up all the shit. We was going to take the dog down. He could stay in the back of the house at my mom's house and everything till we find a place. Then we bring the dog over. And my wife was like, we ain't bring that dog with us. I said, what you mean? She's like, we ain't got nowhere to put it. I was like, yeah, you can chill at my mama's house. He was like, you know, your mama don't like dogs. I was like, it's funny how you know more about my mama than I do. And, and it was just a whole bunch of things. And then like, it was also a time constraint too. If like we didn't get certain things done by this time, you know, we couldn't do all this stuff. So it wound up being the fact that we couldn't take him. So I had to bring him back to the people that we got him from, tell them what was going on. I was like, maybe, you know, once we get established, I can come back and get the dog. That never wound up happening. And I never seen him again. I'm so sad.
Oh, that is a sad story. I'm so sorry.
And like, what kind of twist the knife a little bit is like, you know, now it's in joking, you know, I was just like, you made me get rid of my dog, so on and so forth. You mean, you know, everything. And then now here she is with the baby, and now they plotting and conspiring on talking about getting a little bitty dog. And she was like, I ain't buying no motherfucking animals ever again.
It's like, that's it. Put my foot down. The answer is no.
I was like, the only way animals coming in here is if you buy it and you take care of it, because I ain't touching the motherfucker. I ain't doing shit. I said, I had a dog. He was my friend. He was my buddy. I had him doing fist bumps. I would put my fist out and he would paw bump me and everything. And I was like, man, I had him the way I wanted him. And now she talking about getting a little bitty ass Pomeranian and a little small ass dog. I was like, fuck this.
It's not a dog. It's like a cat.
Yeah.
It's like a big ass cat. Those are dogs. And I can say that because my sister's got one of them little yapping little, I don't even know what it is, little small floofy little shit. It's cute, whatever it is, but it's not a dog. It's like a giant rat.
Yeah. What is your stance on cats? I hate them.
Well, I'm not opposed. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to cats. We did have cats growing up, but as I kind of got older, I got allergic. So, I mean, I'm a dog girl though. Yeah. So, I mean, eventually when I get over the loss of Angel, I'll probably get another husky because I love them. They're great dogs.
I don't think my heart is fully healed. I don't think I can.
I'm not. Like, I know I want one eventually, but I'm not ready to do all that again.
Hell no. Nah. Because, I mean, it was just a hassle in itself. It just like,
right.
We was in Missouri. I mean, we had the luxury of having the people that we got the animal from, you know, they can, you know, babysit if we had to go somewhere or whatever. Being way out here in the planet of Houston, Texas. I have relatives here, but I mean, it's just a journey to get to their house inside of planet Houston. Because, I mean, I live in the north part. My brother live on the south side, and that's anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour inside of Houston to go to his house.
Oh, wow.
And then they got their own dog, and that dog is old and crazy, and they don't get along with other dogs and shit. And so I'm like, fuck that kind of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be a hassle. Having a dog is literally like it's almost like having a human. It's almost like having to be responsible for a human. It's pretty damn close. Because there's a lot that goes into it being a good dog owner. So
yeah, I'm mad I brought this up. I'm getting sick about my dog.
All right, what we talk about next?
Yeah, video games. You do Twitch streams and all that stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, I do. That was kind of on accident. And I don't even remember how I found Twitch or anything like that, but I was like, I game. This is a thing. Let me try it. It's been great.
Hold on. I'm noticing a theme here. You tripping and falling into a lot of shit here.
I do. That is literally the story. I feel like that's like the story of my life. if you were going to write a bio about me, it should be called Tripping and Falling Into a Lot of Shit. Like, that's it. That's the title.
Maybe we can get a good illustrator on that. It'd just be like you in like a little small puddle of poo with your fedora on. With your hands up like the, how'd I get here?
Exactly. Yes.
All right. We can get Jay to edit and proofread.
Definitely.
We can get James on the marketing campaign. We can get this going.
We'll get James to produce it. Absolutely. We'll get him on it.
We already going. But like, as far as game, cause I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'm strolling on your website in the mind of crystalstorm.com. And you're in my age bracket. You're like 2 years older than me. So, I mean, I feel like, being born in the time that we were born in, we got to see a lot of, all the change in technology.
Yes.
We went from pay phones to having cell phones and all that. Other
pagers. Remember pagers?
Oh boy. I remember messaging people boobs and, go to hell. 911 and all this other shit. And be like, what's wrong?
Chirp, where you at?
Be like, 911, what's wrong? Where you at? I'm out of weed.
That's it.
So yeah, those are fun times. I mean, where was your on ramp into video games, and what was the first system or games that you remember playing?
An Atari.
Sweet. Same.
Yeah, an Atari. Getting laughed at by that fucking dog in Duck Hunt. Did you know that you can play as the dog?
The dog or the duck? I thought it was the duck.
What is it? Is the duck or the dog? Because I literally just found somebody on Twitter said that you picked up the second controller, you could play. Yes,
you control the duck. I found that out, but I didn't remember till that same tweet surfaced. I think it was like Seth Rogen or somebody said that shit.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I always wanted to shoot that damn dog.
Yeah, I remember that shit. You just take the second controller, you just hold up on the directional pad, and you hold the duck in the corner, and you just walk up to it with the gun and be like, "Plow!"
I didn't even know that. Never knew that. It's like my whole childhood's been a lie.
Yeah,
it's been a lie.
And I've never put in the contra code before. I mean, I know it, but I never actually used it.
Didn't do that. Yeah, I remember it was good. That was good gaming back in the day. All them old Streets of Rage, all that. I even did some. I don't know if anybody's ever familiar with Zork. Just straight up, just text. That's when you're typing go east, go west. Pick that, like old school gaming like that. Like, yeah, we've come a long way.
Man, I remember the first computer that we ever had in our house, big ass spinach green thing. And we had 2 or 3 games on there, and they were all on these big ass floppy disks. And it was Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune.
Oh wow!
And
oh my god, the big ass floppies.
Yes, it was something else. It was some other game that I don't remember, but I can remember my sister and my mom, and they're sitting there playing Wheel of Fortune on this computer and everything. And I remember,
oh my god,
I just remember I happened to walk in one time and I got one right just off the tip. Just like I looked at the blocks and I was like, all men are dogs, and it was right. And like, I don't even know what made me say that. I mean, I'm this little bitty ass kid looking at this spinach ass screen with these block characters and shit. And that's what came to my brain, and they put it in and this shit worked. And ever since that day, I will always walk by and they'd be like, guess what it is? And that would be the same answer. All men are dogs.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
I got my ass whipping Family Feud though.
I
was a little kid.
Serious game.
I didn't even understand the concept of Family Feud then.
Right. Yeah, there's some nuances to that game. Yeah. There is.
Man, but we spoke about it on the the Cult 45 podcast. Is a local podcast here in Houston. I was able to be a guest. I was gracious enough to be granted an opportunity to review the movie known as The ABCs of Death. Have you ever heard of this film?
I've never heard of this film.
Oh God, you're lucky then. I mean, it's okay to hear about it. It's just the seeing part is the hard.
Is that the rough part? Is that okay?
Well,
so I take it you did not get a good review.
it had its moments. I mean, it's just, it's 26 short films within a 2-hour and 9-minute movie. So they each is 26 different directors, and they they each get a letter of the alphabet from A to Z, the ABCs of death. And, they were all given $5,000 budgets, and they had to produce a film that involved some type of death. So
I feel like I've heard of this, but I didn't see it, but I think I might have heard of it.
It's on Hulu if you want to look that up.
Okay.
I know I just kind of urged you off of it or whatever, but I mean,
yeah, you want somebody to suffer with you. I'm onto your game. Yes. I'm onto your game. It's okay.
Yes. That was the same thing with 2 Girls in 1 Cup.
I've still not seen that. I have still not seen that, and I am okay.
Yeah. I mean, I got a story about it too. We'll loop it back around though.
Okay. All right.
But, yeah, it's 26 different directors, 26 different short films, A to Z. And $5,000 budget was granted to each director to make a vision of some kind of death and whatnot. So I was given this task of reviewing it for, because it's spooky month, Halloween shit.
Right.
And I forgot about it.
Right.
I forgot about the interview. Bad on my part. But
it happened.
Probably about 2.5 hours before I was scheduled to be on, dude texted me and was like, hey, we still good for tonight? I was like, oh shit. First response. And, I was like, what was the movie again? I forgot. It was like the ABCs of death. I was like, all right, cool. Flipped on Netflix and all this other bullshit. Found it on Hulu. So I told my wife, I was like, hey, we need to, cause we're doing the 31, days of Halloween shit, the horror movies, a horror movie each day for Halloween.
Right.
So
okay.
I was like, I need to derail this. I mean, it is a scary movie, so we can use this as, the movie we was going to watch tonight. She's like, all right, I'll watch it with you. So we sitting here. A comes up. A is, I'm bearing the lead because they show the titles after the skit is completed, because if you see the title before you see the skit, it kind of, ruins what it is. So you see the skit first, and then when the skit is completed, it'll give you the title of that skit. But, so A was for Apocalypse. I mean, doesn't really matter if I buried the lead here, but A was for Apocalypse. I mean, so I didn't know that going in. So there's this elderly guy in his pajamas. He in his bed. He got his little dinner tray across his lap, reading the paper, eating some soup or some shit, drinking orange juice. And this just lady comes in off screen with a big ass Michael Myers like butcher knife.
Oh shit.
And she attempts to murder this man. And
how's it go?
Horribly. So come to find out, she's very bad at it.
Oh,
so she's stabbing at him, slicing at him. He has some fight into him. He can't quite get out the bed because this lady's coming at him with a big ass butcher knife. So finally she makes contact. He puts his hand up to parry her thrust once again, and she got him right between the fingers, slice his hand in half.
Ooh.
And then he's like, my hand is bleeding. It's cut in half. And then she jab him in the neck with the knife, and it gets stuck there. Motherfucker still ain't dead.
Oh shit.
So she leaves out of the room. Dude sitting there, I'm dying.
These sound effects are great, by the way.
She come back in with a black cast iron skillet full of French fries and hot grease. Splash the motherfucker in the face. Melting. Oh, what a world. And so now your man is boiling from the fry grease, fries stuck to his face, knife in his neck, hand split the fuck open. Still ain't dead.
Damn, but he all fucked up.
Yeah, he all fucked up. So she taking the frying pan. This motherfucker gonna die. Bumping him on top of the head. Most feeble ass bumps on the head with the frying pan. Still ain't dying. So
I feel like she's just really bad at this.
Exactly.
She is. My goodness.
Exactly. So now she all pooped and worn out and shit. She walk around the other side of the bed and sit down beside him, kind of lean up against him. She's like, I've been trying to kill you for months. I've been putting poison in your food. She just been hatching the whole plan and everything or whatever, why and all that stuff. And that was his question. He kind of turned as much as he could to, look at it. He was like, and it was in French. So he was like, pourquoi? And then, you know, it was the end of the world. The world was going to end anyway. It's the apocalypse. So she just wanted to kill his ass because, I mean, they was going to die anyway. So she just wanted to kill him.
I feel like she could have done this like a million different better ways. Maybe kinder, gentler. Like, good Lord.
Yeah. But if you do dive into it, it's stuff like that. And then there's stuff that go 0 to 100 real quick.
Okay.
And then there's other shit that's just like, this is stupid. You wasted $5,000 on this. There's literally one. It's G. Mm-hmm. I'm not giving away too much of nothing. It's called Gravity. It's a POV perspective. Motherfucker did it with a GoPro, I guess. Now, mind you, each director had a $5,000 budget. So, guy, POV, he had the parking lot to get out his car, open up the trunk. He grabbed a surfboard, a backpack, and he started filling the backpack full of bricks. Then he take the backpack and the surfboard. He strap into the surfboard, you know, with a little ankle thingy, and he go out. Then he just jump in the water, drown himself, and that was it.
Damn,
that was it. So think of the gist of that. You're a director. We give you $5,000 to.
What did you use the money for?
Exactly.
You didn't spend $5,000 on that.
So it was just like easy. Pocket.
Yeah, must have. I think
if anything, if he spent anything on that, he probably used some of the money to buy the GoPro itself.
Yeah, maybe like some lighting, I guess. But like, wow.
No, he went to a beach, so he had sun for light.
I got nothing.
Yeah, so he just pocketed 5 G's.
That's amazing. That's okay. Well, honestly, this sounds like a very interesting show.
Honestly, I would have did the same thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he went to a beach, so who knows what beach that was. Maybe where he was didn't have a beach, so he used some of that in his budget to fly him to a place to where there was a beach to do the shit.
True.
So, I mean, he could have probably used that 5 Gs for a vacation. I was like, I knocked this out in like 5 minutes. We good.
Oh, my goodness. Rob, will you give me just a second?
No.
Okay.
Okay. You go ahead.
One second. Apologize.
I understand. My wife take birth control pills, so I make sure she stay on that too.
There you go. That's important. So how many little ones do you have?
I have 3.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 2 older ones and 1 baby.
Ooh, that's all you.
Yeah, that's all me. I'm keeping all that.
Yeah. I had a moment very briefly where I thought I wanted children, and then it passed, and I am so happy it did.
Why? What changed your mind?
You know what? Just not for me. Just I like sleeping in. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge fan of sleep. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Kids are a lot. They deserve a lot. You know, that's a serious. I mean, it takes, you know, you got to be an awesome individual to raise kids. So I have a lot of respect for parents and single moms and single dads and all that. And that's just, I'm selfish with my time and, you know, and stuff I want to do. So yeah, I was just like, well, that's just not for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you come to the realization of this or whatever, because I mean, it's one thing to have a kid because you want a kid, but it's one thing to have a kid because you think you want a kid.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's cool. I mean, I ain't got nothing against that. I mean, I have one of my sisters, she is like 50 something and she has no kids, nor does she have the desire to want none.
Yeah, I feel her. I do. My sister's different. My sister, she wants all the babies. So it's good. My mom will eventually get her grandkids, but that's just that. And you know what? I enjoy kids. I enjoy babysitting and all that good stuff. I have a 6-year-old godchild who I adore, but, and that's it. And I like being able to give them back.
Yeah, I understand. Because, my brother he has kids too, but I mean, the circumstances within my family, like, there's such a big age gap between me and all my older siblings that my brothers and sisters have kids that are my age or older.
Okay.
So
that's a big age gap. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got like nieces and nephews that are older than me that have kids. So I'm like a great uncle. And then those kids are about to have kids of their own. So I'm about to be a great uncle. Oh,
goodness. So, you got a big family then. Yeah. That's just going on and on and on.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of us. My daddy was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Oh, I had the backup. I had the bass.
It was good. It was good. It's good jams.
But video gaming, you talk about twitching and everything, like not like hair on twitching or nothing like that. But
No.
But I see on your profile TwitchCon. What is all this about, and what is that stuff?
Oh, it's awesome. So I don't know if people are familiar with Twitch, but if you're not, it's a gaming platform. So if you like video games, you like hanging out with people, watching them play video games, I highly recommend Twitch. It's been great. I've been doing it for 2 years. I've met some amazing people, a lot of new friends. It's a really, really good kind of supportive community for the most part. Definitely for the most, like anything, for the most part, it's been really great. Gamers are fun. And the people who watch gamers are fun. So TwitchCon is something that happens yearly, and it's just this big convention of gamers. So all of us streamers and people who are fans of the streamers and video games in general, we're all going to San Jose, California, and we're going to hang out for 3 days and go to conferences and meetups and parties and network and all that stuff. So that happens this weekend.
Cool.
This coming up weekend. Yeah, I fly out on Wednesday to meet up with the Hobo Nation. That is the gaming community that I am a part of. It's made up of a whole bunch of very big variety of streamers, great people. We got an Airbnb, and we're just gonna have a blast. It's from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you were in San Jose, California this weekend, I highly recommend you come check out TwitchCon. Do it.
Oh, what's funny to me is just like this whole. It doesn't have nothing to do with you, but the whole time you saying streamers, because I'm a professional wrestling fan, and there's a particular promotions that like whenever they wrestlers come out to the ring and they get their name announced, they throw actual streamers at them. So
oh my God, that's hilarious.
So when you were saying streamers, that was like I was thinking about that in my mind. I was like, ooh, bird streamers.
I haven't had anything thrown at me, so I don't know. I don't know if that could change. We'll see.
I don't know. If I ever come into your presence and, at some time in life, I'll bring some streamers and I'll just toss them over you like that.
Perfect. See, I'm about it. I think it's
works.
great.
It all works.
Yeah. Do you still game now back in the day?
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's one of those. It's one of the constants in my life. I mean, I don't do it as much anymore because,
like
I'm not selfish.
Kids, stuff.
I'm not selfish like you.
Yeah. That's okay. Not everybody can be. You shouldn't be. You're a dad. You can't. That's good. That's really good you said that.
Well, my wife wrangled me in or whatever. She's like, you can't be doing that. You got other shit to do. I was like, yes, ma'am. And so yeah, you made me get rid of my dog. You made me get rid of my video games. What the fuck?
Gosh.
I'm barely
hard
able
being
to
Rob. It's tough.
I know. She's a great lady. She's a nice lady. I got to speak low because I think she might be in the hallway right now.
You get hit, I'm laughing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it'd be the story of my life. But most recently I just only been going to what I know. For the past couple of years, I've been consistently playing like NBA 2K and WWE 2K, the wrestling game. What I've been kind of clinging to since they restarted up the franchise was when they relaunched Tomb Raider.
So good.
I played the first two, completed them both, and now I just got to get this new one so I can complete that.
It's so fucking good, Rob. Oh my God, I'm such a fan. Because of this reboot, Lara Croft has become one of my favorite video game heroes, like hands down. They just did such an amazing job with her, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider is on point. Mm-hmm. It's I don't know if it's kind of the ending of the trilogy. I don't know if there's going to be more, but however they do it, it's just another great addition to the story. Sweet.
I mean, I'm all hyped up about it. Mm-hmm. And also what I'm hyped up about is Red Dead Redemption 2.
A lot of people are.
Yeah. I mean, I got a text message today on my phone reminding me to come pick it up Thursday night. And I was like,
oh, you ready? You're like day one on that, huh?
Yeah. Well, I got to go to work, but
yeah,
I work it out. Mm-hmm. I might take a sick day, personal day.
So yeah. I mean, hey, it's what they're for, right?
Yeah. But like, I find myself trying to play games that have a little bit of replayability and longevity and whatnot.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
I know usually when I get to Tomb Raider games, I put all the time into it. I beat it and I go back through and I get all the side missions and artifacts and all that stuff. And then I'm pretty much done with the game. But like, if I got something like Grand Theft Auto 5 or whatever that I've been playing, forever, and they always add new shit for free. I might add. And,
awesome.
I'm just
awesome.
looking forward to Red Dead, and it'll be the same thing. It's like I can put the disc in or download it, and I ain't got to worry about, really getting tired of it, because like I can take a break and I can come back. Oh yeah, I can go chase this horse down, shoot some rabbits in the wilderness or some shit.
Right. You know what? You might give Detroit Become Human a try.
I have heard nice things.
Yeah. It's a bit heavy-handed in some of the storytelling, because the AI issues that it tackles are very relatable to Black peoples. So it's kind of heavy-handed in that. But as far as like storytelling goes and replayability, like, a lot of games where they say like choices matter, they kind of do. Nah, in Detroit Become Human, they 100% do.
Okay.
Like, you will miss whole chapters, whole scenes, whole like characters. You can fuck up all kinds of stuff if you don't make the right choices.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. How do you compare that to Until Dawn?
I didn't play Until Dawn.
What? They even made it in VR.
Whoa. I didn't play Until Dawn. I know that with Detroit Become Human, you could probably play that game a good 20 times to get different endings. Yeah. And like legitimately like different endings, hidden endings, all that. And see, this is why I didn't play Until Dawn. I don't play scary games. I like scary movies, but something about playing a scary video game, I can't do it.
Okay. Yeah. So were you one of the ones that was able to play the PT demo?
The PT demo. No, I didn't play that. No.
Yeah. Like
I saw videos of that. I like watching other people play it, so I can scream with them and laugh and stuff. But no, I wouldn't have made it. Mm-mm.
So there's a thing that I like to call the bitch factor for me.
Okay.
So I played all manner of scary games. I think Resident Evil, the first one, was like one of the ones that really got me, because the dog jumped through the window and shit. You're like, everybody. It get everybody. My wife even know about that, and she's not really a big video game person.
Right.
So I get the PT demo or whatever. I'm playing through it or whatever. And my wife happens to be in the room, and she see me going through the paces, going down the hallways and everything. And I'm just like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? I ain't even talking about the shit that I'm actually seeing. I'm talking about the sound design and shit. Like, they got all kind of eerie noises in the background, and I'm going around the corner like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is going on?
Literally me playing a video game.
So what the fuck? And she's like, you're too much right now. And that's like the bitch factor. I was like, I ain't trying to be like a bitch in front of my wife. And then,
how'd that work out for you?
Apparently I was a bitch in front of my wife. This has only happened 2 times that I can record. The one that I just mentioned with the trailer.
Okay.
And the second time was WrestleMania 2 years ago. Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Undertaker has been a big staple in my wrestling fandom. He's been, I've been seeing him within professional wrestling as long as I've been alive and watching professional wrestling. So what had happened was he had a match. Okay. And in every match, whether he win or lose at WrestleMania, he do the thing to where he drop down to a knee, he fucking throw his hand up, lightning sound effects. He'll walk up the ramp, throw his fist up, and he'll go on by the business. But this time, this motherfucker, he got beat. He lost, had a hard time getting up because he old as shit. He like in his 50s. Shouldn't be wrestling anyway. He need to go the fuck home, chill out. So what was different about this one, he put his gear back on, his hat, his signature hat, his gloves, his signature coat and everything. And he's standing in the ring, and everybody like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So he take his coat off, he fold it up real nice, put it in the center of the ring, and everybody already starting to losing their shit because they kind of figure out, oh shit, what the fuck is, what's going on? He take the gloves off, put the gloves on top of the coat. Then he take the hat off slowly and he put it on top of all the stuff. And then he leave the ring. And everybody's losing their shit because historically in wrestling, when you get an older wrestler, if they retiring, or they quitting or whatever, they leave their boots or their gear in the ring. Oh. So he did all this shit and we all sitting there like, what the fuck? And I was like, this ain't happening right now. And I'm sitting next to my wife while I'm saying this. And I'm like, this shit ain't happening right now. Then he go up this, the ramp way, and he put his fist up in the air like he normally do. But instead of, the little sound effects and all that stuff, he descends down into the stage. They had like a little ramp, and he go down into the stage, and it's like he just gone, left all the stuff in the ring. And I was just like, he retired. I'm fucking,
got a little teary eyed. You was crying.
No, I tears.
You got a little bit.
A tear streamed down my face and shit. And my wife is like, "You ain't crying, is you?" I was like, "No." She's like, "You was really crying right now."
I poke myself.
That's like an eyelash in my eye. I got some Hooks, Rubs, and Spices on my fingers, and I rub my eye. Sponsored by Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. You can go to Etsy.com and look up Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. You get 10% off your order if you use promo code 3RShow. I had to bring that up.
That was a good segue. That was good.
Got some Hooks, Rubs, and Spices on my fingernail, and it got in my eye, and I got, how it went down. So there was 2 instances that I felt real bitch-like in front of my wife.
You're allowed to cry, fellas. It's okay. You can be all up in your feels about it. It's all right.
I guess. But as far as the Twitch platform goes, I mean, how long have you been using it, and how much has it grown since you first started?
I have been using it for about 2 years, and it's blown up, taken off. Like, yeah, it's become a big thing. Like, new streamers are jumping in every day and making good money. So, I mean, who would have thought that you could make money playing some video games? But Twitch definitely gives you an opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing to watch, kind of how technology is evolving and all the things that you can do online now and all that good stuff. But yeah, no, it's really blown up. And this is my first TwitchCon too, so I'm excited.
And then I think about that now, coming from, like we spoke about earlier, coming from the era that we came from to where we seen, new technology, being born and shit. Yeah. So, I mean, I can just remember going back to being a kid and everything, playing video games constantly. And my mom and them talking about, y'all always playing them goddamn video games. You ain't gonna make no money off of that shit. And here motherfuckers is.
Right.
in tournaments, making all kinds
2018, making millions of dollars doing it. Yep.
No shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, I miss my calling.
You know what? There's a time, back in the day when we were playing video games, like, no, your parents were right. You wouldn't been able to make money playing video games. Now you can't even tell. You can't tell kids that they can't make money playing because it's not true. I mean, just like esports is a thing, like how competitive, that is becoming. So it's, what, there is an opportunity to do it. There's an opportunity. I think I've probably made not a lot, but in the 2 years that I've been streaming, I've probably made a little over $1,000 playing video games.
Sweet. All right. So let's speak on that. Let's speak on it. All right. Well, how good is your gaming prowess? How good
it's terrible. No, it's terrible. It's fantastic. And I own that too. My Twitch channel is called We Play Games on Easy. Yeah. Because that's real. I put the game setting on easy. And I just play through. Like, I love story heavy games. I'm playing through. I'm not trying to play competitively. I'm not trying to play on hard mode and challenge myself. Like, fuck off with all that. Life is hard. I get in a video game. I just want to murder everything and just feel like God. And that's it. And enjoy the story. And that's it. And that's why I play video games. It is literally like fun and stress relief and storytelling for me. And that's it.
Yeah, because, I mean, I look at this stuff now. I mean, not even as far as video games go, but like just YouTube now. And it's just people watching other people do things. Like my kid, the baby, freaking 8 years old, and she'll watch other kids play with toys and shit. And then right after she come like, hey, can we go to Walmart so I can get said toys? And I'm like, no.
Marketing is still alive and working.
Yeah. And even those people that do those things, those channels or whatever, they make bank off of that shit just for playing with toys. I mean, and I've attempted it, but I feel stupid doing it. So, I mean, I don't think it's for me. I mean, I can't let go and be loose and be free while I do it,
You just gotta give it a try. I think you'd probably be really good at it. And you'd probably have quite the following because you're entertaining. You've got this podcast where you're just chilling with people and having conversations. And that's all it is. Yeah. That is literally, I mean, a lot of these, a lot of the super popular streamers, you know, they're super popular because they're really good at their video games and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of the streamers that are out there making decent money, it's just because they're entertaining. Yeah. It's just, you know, it's just another way for people to connect with somebody else and just hang out and, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it was a time, I mean, I got a couple YouTube videos up on my YouTube channel to where it was just me and one of my homeboys. He's like way deep into Grand Theft Auto 5 to like, you know, he like level 200 and something or whatever the fuck. He got all kind of crazy vehicles that's as hard to buy.
He's serious.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much money he's sinking into this shit because damn, every time I come in there, they'll be like, I get an email from, you know, PlayStation or whatever or some shit talking about, hey, Grand Theft Auto just dropped this new expansion pack. Now you can have the fucking DeLorean from Back to the Future and shit. And it's like $5 million and whatnot. And every time I log on, this motherfucker flying around in the new hot shit. So I'm like, either one, you just drop some cash on this shit, like virtual cash, real money for fake money.
Right.
Or you just been playing this shit nonstop. But when I check on your motherfucking Facebook and your Instagram, you showing pictures of me. I mean, showing me pictures of you at your motherfucking college classes and doing all this other shit. So where is your fucking time invested? What is going on here?
I think he's multitasking really well. Just really well. I mean, college students, they gotta, there's so much distraction, you know, and I feel bad for kids growing up with social media because I'm really glad I did not have to grow up with social media my whole life, like online. I'm like so glad. So glad. But I mean, I think he's just, you know, go to class, take a little break, get on that Grand Theft Auto life, study a little bit. You know, it's just, he's got it. He's got it down.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
You don't sound impressed at all. You're like, whatever. He's paying.
Fuck your
He's
couch.
just dropping money. He gave them $20 for that car.
Yeah, he did. Because damn,
he probably did. He probably did.
He was teaching me how to play and shit. Because like Grand Theft Auto came out, 5 at least, came out a long ass time ago. And I just probably picked it up within the last 2 years. And I was playing with him and it'd just be like how we doing now. It's just like I'd be in there bullshitting with him. I was like, how the fuck you did that? I'm just asking all kind of stupid questions because that's the title of some of the videos. I think he's attempting to play Grand Theft Auto 5.
Nice. That's a good video title. That's a good one.
And it's me running around taking selfies while you trying to complete the mission and shit. And I'm just, I'm dying just cause motherfuckers.
I still need to play Grand Theft Auto. It's on my to play list. I've got a really long freaking to play list, but it's on there.
See, and that's the thing I was saying with Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, they always adding something to the online element of the game. And it's like, the thing that fucked me up the most is like, you can set up businesses to where you can generate that cash so you can do all this stuff and buy all this fly shit.
Oh, yeah. It gets real in depth.
Yeah, but there are other people that are actually playing in the game too that can fuck you up and take your shit.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Some of the interactivity of these virtual worlds is like, it's out of control. It is out of control.
I have a video on there of me, my homeboy, and somebody else. We just basically just stopped in traffic. We got the star level up to like 5, so all the cops and shit have come. And he got this big ass armored car thing that's virtually indestructible. And we just sit there on the highway while the cops and shit try to blow it up and get inside of it. And we just sitting there like, changing the radio stations in there and shit, listening to the different music. And then we'll get out and try to fight them all and shit and keep dying. And we got to respawn and run all the way the fuck back over there, start try to shoot motherfuckers again and die. And then all the way back again.
Are these videos up on your YouTube? Because I need to watch this.
Yes.
Yes, fantastic.
Along with copious amounts of podcast episodes that I've published to YouTube that YouTube doesn't let me sort and organize the way I want to. Motherfuckers.
You gotta make playlists. If you make playlists, you can sort them.
I put them in playlists. But if you press videos, like you go to my thing, you press videos, and the first thing will come up with all them podcast episodes, and you got to keep scrolling down till you hit something that you actually want to watch. I think that's what's fucking up my YouTube page. That's why I ain't got a lot of likes and views and shit. Maybe because I don't post a lot of stuff, but I don't know.
It's too much to keep up with, I tell you.
Exactly.
It is. And like, you got to, cause like it's all like, you gotta get that. You gotta work that social media, gotta be on Twitter, gotta be on Facebook, fucking Instagram, fucking YouTube. It's just like, it's too much. It's too much.
I mean, what your cycle is like for you? Cause I mean, you do the Who Will Win podcast, you do the Woot Woot Hooty Hoo show, and, you live stream, you Twitch, and, you write books on the side. Yeah. You got a little hair salon in the back. And whatnot.
no hair salons. That'd be too much. Yeah, web design business. Got that.
Oh, snap. I might have to talk to you on the side there, for real.
Yes. I've been looking at your website. We can do some stuff.
Oh, see, you've been critiquing my shit. All right, okay.
A little bit. I was judging a little bit. It's all right. We can make it better. That's what I do. That's what I do. I make shit better.
I have no idea what I'm doing. So,
you know what? For somebody who didn't have any idea what they're doing, you did a good job.
Yay!
Because I've seen websites where people have no idea what they're doing. I mean, there was this. I don't know who will say any names, but the website is for like a personal coach, and the background is bright ass orange with a bright ass, like, literally, you look at this website and you almost fucking go into a seizure, and I'm just like.
No,
I wanted to send her a message, but then I didn't, because I'm like, if you were the type of person that was like, let me make my background bright ass fucking orange, I don't even want to work with you.
Yeah.
I don't even want to fight with you to tell you why that shouldn't be your fucking background color.
Yeah, it's like that hunter's vest orange.
Yeah. It was just, I was just like, oh my God, why you do that?
Oh, so I mean, how long you been doing the web design and stuff?
I've been doing the web design for about 8 years now.
Okay, so damn. All right, so was MySpace around then?
Yeah, it was. So, it was MySpace. Yep.
So, did you get into the whole thing of decorating your page and all that other crazy shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I had music playing on my shit.
Yeah, all kinds of crazy. That like came about and died really fast. I feel like that had a really like small shelf life, but it was popping. While it was going, it was.
Yeah, I had a homeboy that would make money off of that shit, man. He would design all the little templates and everything. You can go to his little website and pick a template and you shape it up for your page and whatnot. And like you said, it's as fast as it came in, it's as fast as it went out.
Yeah, I did. I had all that. Oh my God, wasted so many hours on MySpace.
Yeah. What you know about blackplanet.com?
Don't know nothing about that. No. Oh. Wasn't on that.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty much, I mean, as the black people, as the black race, we, sometimes we take it upon ourselves to dub everything, with the black moniker and everything. So hence Black Planet was, the black people's version of MySpace at the time.
Nice. Did that have the same kind of shelf life as MySpace did?
It kind of ran alongside of it or whatever. I mean, it slowly and quickly at the same time became like pretty much what Black People Meet is now.
Okay. So, I got you.
I was like, oh shit, place where a whole bunch of black people at. Let's go over there and see if we can find some hot chicks or hot guys or whatever the case may be. Then you have white people sprinkled over here and there. I'm like, hey, this is Black Planet, motherfucker, get out.
Yeah. Fuck out our space.
And then some Spanish people came along and they made a mirror site to it called Magente, which was the exact same site, just Spanish style.
Okay. Should have checked that out too. Got some Puerto Rican in the blood.
Yeah, it's muy caliente. Oh man.
My goodness. But to answer you, we segued like so hard. I am still working on time management and kind of figuring all that out. That's literally kind of what I'm juggling with now, is finding the right platform and to be advertising and connecting with people. And, it's just putting the work out there. It's just because, nobody's got $1 million to spend on, fucking hiring somebody to do your marketing. I wish I did. No. But you don't. So you literally just figuring it out and connecting with people and, all that kind of stuff.
What's your platform of choice? Like as far as, social media wise, I mean, do you prefer Twitter to anything else?
Right now, yeah, I do. I don't like Facebook. I don't like the way that they do their, their algorithms and how to get. I do have a Facebook page, and I've started to at least post over there daily. I've been sick, so I haven't really been on there much, but I've been trying to be consistent with at least posting at least one thing daily just to kind of get it out there. But Twitter, I find to be the better platform. But Twitter's, its own animal, too, because, I'm finding that Twitter's great. But Twitter is really just for conversations. It's for connecting with people and meeting people and all that kind of stuff. So it's great, once you kind of form the relationships, with people and that kind of stuff. So, and with, a Patreon, I've got, like everybody else now, we got, Patreon, too, which is another great platform for sharing your work and getting support for your work and all that kind of stuff.
But like, I feel like a tool sometimes on Twitter or whatever, because it's like I do this show and, I want to attract guests to it, some people that I'm genuinely interested in, but like it doesn't have that personal touch to it like a Facebook would. So like, if we having a big group discussion on Facebook or whatever, and I want to reach out to somebody, I can just hit them in the DM or some shit like that. I mean, you don't have that accessibility with everybody on Twitter unless they, they make it to where you can. But like, I want to reach out to certain people and they don't have a fucking email address. They don't have a website. They don't have
oh my God.
Instagram.
Seriously, with this non-ability to contact people, y'all got to stop.
Yeah. Then they got,
I literally put up a post of, if I fucking go to your website and you're not somebody like Stephen King, there should be a contact page.
Yeah.
Like if you are not that popular, like for real, I should not have to dig to be able to find out how to send you an email. It's 2018. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, I go to the Twitter account and all they have is like, I'm just a dude.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's like, I can't DM this person unless I follow them and they follow me back. So, exactly. I mean, I follow the person, so I still got to wait for the motherfucker to follow me back so I can be able to DM them. And cause I just, honestly, I just don't want to be the motherfucker that'll tweet like, I don't know. I'm just pull up somebody, Michael Jordan, if he was on Twitter. I don't want to be the type of person that just openly mention Michael Jordan, be like, hey, do you want to be a guest on my show?
Right. Yeah. No, there's like some etiquette, right? Like there should be like, let me send you a DM or something. Let me at least send you a message. Let me send you an email. Let me like properly like reach out to you. Yeah. I don't think people are always thinking about that because of kind of the way Twitter is, but you need to. Like, I feel like people are like missing opportunities because nobody can fucking get in touch with you.
And then also at the same time, you flip it to the other end of the spectrum. You can message anybody you want on motherfucking Instagram, but I also fall into the same boat just on the other way. It's just like, how do I look just going into like, I don't know, Tamia's freaking DMs talking about, hey, you want to be a guest on my show? So, I mean, I'm fucked on either end, It's just like,
right.
I want privacy over here, but at the same time, I got the privacy over here, but I ain't got the gall to use it over there.
The struggle is real. It's
bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
You do all these things with electronomos and everything, but you also do some more primitive things, like you write stuff down, pen to pad, or typey type. I mean, which is not so primitive now, but hey, you know what the fuck I'm saying. You write books, correct?
I do write books. I do.
Sci-fi.
It is my first passion.
Mm-hmm. So what got you molded and moving all in that genre of the writing and whatnot? I mean, I find writing interesting or whatever. My wife, she writes and things, and I try to get her to write more, but she had a bad experience with a publisher, so it's taking a while to get back into her groove and everything. And every now and then I just pop up like some Assassin's Creed shit. I'm like, hey, you gonna write something? Then I just kind of shimmy back off into the darkness.
Keep pushing. I've just always done it. And that the writing has just been one of those things that, like, when you're a kid, like some people just always draw. I just always wrote. And then eventually I just started taking myself seriously as a writer and decided that, what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to write some fucking books. Yeah. And I kind of just, like the story of my life goes, I kind of just wandered into sci-fi. I didn't know that I was going to write a sci-fi book until I wrote it. So, and that's kind of it's kind of how it works. Because I think my first attempt at a book And it's a story I'll probably eventually go back to because I don't mind kind of genre hopping. But the first story I ever wrote was about a serial killer because that was kind of the genre I was reading. I was reading Thomas Harris is one of my most favorite authors. Love Hannibal Lecter. Love that story. Silence of the Lambs is what's up. So I was reading. Yeah. I was reading those types of books. So that was kind of the first story I wrote. And that didn't, but I was really young when I wrote that. And I was like, I didn't really fly. And then kind of my interest just shifted. And then Snarky was born. And that is like straight sci-fi.
Yeah. So you tripped into that shit too, huh?
I tripped right into that shit too. Yeah. That's it. I'm telling you, it's going to be the name of the biography. Straight right there.
I'm telling you, I told you, I know a graphic designer. We can get the illustration going, get a little poop on your knee or whatever on your shoe.
Let's do it.
We can get it. So like my wife has her thing to where, you know, she preps the mood to get ready to write and everything. She may have some soft music in the background, some dim lighting around, you know, got a lamp on and she doing a type. What do you do to get you in the mood for writing?
You just got to fucking write. I'm like, I just got to do it. I do like epic music. Epic music. I can find the right little playlist, get some of that going. That definitely gets the creative juices going. Time to write. See, I don't put I'm not an outliner. I'm a very organic writer, that sort of thing. But, I gotta, working on that, just being a lot better at carving out time for writing. And I'm working on my third book right now. I am sharing it as I write it. They tell you you're not supposed to do that. I'm like, fuck the rules. I am literally sharing my creative process with everybody from start to finish. Every rough draft, author's notes, kind of how I'm putting together scenes. I'm sharing it all. So you can find it over my blog. You can hit me up on Patreon, all that kind of good stuff. And it literally, my process is I just got to be more consistent about finding the time to write and making it kind of a priority around everything else you're trying to do just to survive, and just doing it. And just doing it. I'm really excited about the third book and the story, and it's always in my brain, and the voices, they're always talking to me and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, no, epic music is my jam. That's really what gets me going. Shout out to Two Steps from Hell. Shout out to Hans Zimmer. Good beats.
Yeah. Something you can freestyle to.
I'm telling you.
Get some shit in the background.
That's it. It just gets you. It's like, yes, I'm listening to some epic music. I want to write some epic shit.
Oh man, and you was talking about just going beat by beat with the creative process and publishing it as you go. I thought about doing the same thing. It's a lot of things, now that I separated from the military, that I find myself saying that I stop pointing the finger at things and be like, that shit sucks, if I haven't actually attempted to do the same thing.
Right.
So yeah. My wife writes, and she's a great inspiration of mine. So I got it in my mind somewhere that I was going to try to write, because the whole thing of it is like, I knew she had the skill, the talent to do so. And I was just like, hey, you should write about this. Hey, you should write about this. Hey, you should write about this. And then one day she was just like, why don't you fucking do it? That's like, well, fine, I'll do it myself. So I got the Infinity Gauntlet out of the safe, and I went running around looking for the Infinity Stones and shit. And I still haven't found them all, because whatever I was working on, that shit just hadn't come to pass yet. Cause you talk about you wrote like some killer shit, some murder shit. I was doing the same thing. It was like, what was the dude? How he put it to me? I had a guest on here. I kind of pitched him what I was writing, and he was like, that sounds like the serial killer. I was like, son of a bitch, it does. What the fuck was it? What the fuck was I writing? Yeah, that's how it is in my brain. That's why I haven't completed what I started out doing.
You might need to outline. You might be that person. You might need to start writing some stuff down.
Well, what I was bringing it around to is like, my wife writes long form like that. And, like I said, she's having an issue getting back into it or whatever. I told her the same thing. I was like, well, why don't you not focus on writing a whole full length story, book, and just write short stories? you know,
right.
Or just like write to be continued, just write a little bit here, put it out there, let people look at it, judge it, whatnot. And then you just kind of continue the story as it comes, you know?
Right.
I think
right,
it's cool.
right.
It's like a create your own adventure type thing a little bit.
Right. Try it. Yeah, try. You know what? I write in scenes and they're not always linear to the story. So, and that just kind of helps me and especially because I'm an organic writer and I'll just let the kind of scene go where it's going to go. And, you have a general idea of the story and what you want it to be about. But every time I sit down to write something, something new pops up, a new idea comes to me, and it's been awesome.
Yeah.
It's been awesome to kind of get back into that flow. But yeah, just sit down and just write something. Just let it out. See where it goes.
I'll try. I think I got like 15,000 words stashed somewhere.
Do it.
Yeah, I got like 3 or 4 different scenes or some shit. Because when I first started, I actually had a time schedule. I was like, all right, after I finish all this shit, I'm going to write for at least an hour or I think I started off with 30 minutes. I started 30 minutes every day. And I would do 30 minutes and then I bumped it up to an hour. And then that's the thing with me. Like, and that's why I'm surprised I've been doing this podcast for almost 3 years. It's just like, even my wife said it, I pick something up, I'm all enthusiastic, excited about it in the beginning. I'm all about it. And then if something happens to where I get thrown off my rhythm, I'm just like, I have a hard time coming back to that thing. And that's the same thing that happened with this. I was like all about it. I would write every day. And then I got thrown off my rhythm somehow. And I just haven't been back to it since.
Just go back to it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Maybe like read a little bit again, like revisit the stuff and see if that like sparks you and like motivates you to jump back into it. But
yeah, I got some rewrites already because I did read it recently, everything that I had. And I like everything except for the genesis, the origin story. So I want to go back and probably change that. And I had something to dealing with jacking off and threesome, all kinds of shit.
There should be
somewhere in there.
Some story. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
My wife wrote a book and I highlighted all the naughty bits in it.
Were they good? Were they well written? Was it good with naughty bits?
Yeah. Well, for me, it's like I said, she had the bad experience with the publishing company. It was kind of me nitpicking it. So I went through the book and I read it. I was like, okay, you had a fucking publisher go through and look at this shit. And they still have freaking writing errors in here, not on her part, but like typos and shit that they didn't correct. So I was like, you motherfucker. So I was marking that and I was like, ooh, naughty bits. I'm going to mark this page in the corner. Ooh, more naughty bits.
We're going to come back to this letter, be like, hey, baby, guess what we're doing later?
Yeah, it was like circle the page number for naughty bits. And then I think it was like a hard line for like a page with errors on it. So I got like a lot of circles in my book.
I love that you did this. This is amazing.
Yep. I still have it. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that book again. Anyway. So, what's next down the pipeline as far as the books and whatnot go?
Continuing the series. So I'm working on book 3. It is my kind of goal to have the manuscript done by the end of the year. And then I can go through all the rewrites and edits and all that kind of stuff and hopefully get it kicked out over the summer. So that's the goal. I've been working on turning it into a TV series, which has been fun. Years ago, this has been kind of an 8-year process, but about 8 years ago, I was working at a small luxury hotel in New Orleans. Shout out New Orleans. Yeah. And Billy Zane came in. Fucking Billy Zane. We got a lot of cool people. I got a lot of fun stories from working at that particular hotel from people who walked in. But Billy Zane walked in with a director. He came in late one night. I showed him around at the hotel. Really nice guy, by the way, Billy Zane. Gave him a room, whatever. And then the director came back the next day and he was waiting for Billy and he and I just got to talking. And I was telling him about my books and he asked for a copy. And I gave him a copy and then kind of nothing happened. And then just out of the blue one day, he called the hotel on a night that I wasn't supposed to have worked, hilariously. I was covering for somebody and he said, there was a girl there that wrote a book. She's still there. And I was like, you're talking to her. That's me. And he's like, let's see about, turning this into a thing. And it's kind of been an ongoing process ever since. We shot a promo series that's over on my YouTube channel. You can find that there to kind of introduce it. And we've just been working on getting this thing made.
Whenever, if it ever get picked up and it's doing all kinds of well and getting all kinds of steam, can I be an extra? I just want to be a janitor.
Absolutely.
I just want to be a dude in the background sweeping, awkwardly staring into the camera when I'm not supposed to.
Absolutely.
I mean, that
without question. Yes.
That has been my dream, to be an extra.
Do it. I hear you. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
I have attempted. I got on with when I first got out, I was here in Houston and I found this little small production that was trying to film a zombie movie, but it happened to be a Ponzi scheme money grab at the same time. They didn't get none of my shit. So, I mean.
Well, good. But,
that didn't pan out. Then somebody was like, hey, we need you for this. And I was showing up and keeping in contact. And that never happened. So I think I'm having a little bit of bad luck right now. I mean, I'm not discouraged on it. I'm not shying away from it, but it'll happen when it needs to, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a good way of looking at it. That's a good way of looking. But yes, absolutely. You get to be an extra. Yes.
Yeah. Giggity. Can I get some craft services too? Is that too much?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we work something out. We work it out. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, this has been a great chat. I enjoy having you on my show, and I would like very so much for you to come back whenever you have the opportunity to. When you
Absolutely.
When you progress and do some new things or whatnot, maybe debate some more things, get some new innuendo in your ear holes from Jay.
Yeah. Absolutely. Book comes out, TV show, whatever. Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on, Rob. This has been great.
Yes.
I've enjoyed this a lot.
I did too.
Good.
Okay. You want to tell people where they can find you on social media other than inthemindofcrystalstorm.com?
I like the way you advertise my site. I want you to I want to record that as a sound effect and just put it somewhere. I don't even know where. I'll figure it out. You can find me over on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @WriterStreamer. He gave away my my website address, so there's that. You can find me over on Twitch. I game 4 nights a week. We play games on easy. That is the name of the Twitch channel. This week there will be no gaming because I will be in San Jose at TwitchCon posting up videos and pictures and all that kind of good stuff. But we are currently playing Skyrim, which has been a whole lot of fun. And you can follow along as I write my 3rd book. You can check me out on, follow me on the Twitters or go over to my Patreon page, Mind of a Creator, where you can support the work I do. I don't just do the book stuff writing. I do some video reviews. I do the podcast, like I said, the Woo Hour, all that kind of stuff. So all that's how you find me in the virtual space.
For sure.
Oh, show.
Thank you once again. And as I said, I mean, you're welcome to come back anytime. We can chill. I might have to get up on your stream one day. We play some video games.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Probably play Grand Theft Auto 5 since your ass ain't played it yet.
I know. I gotta get good. I'm gonna put it. It's on the list. I swear it's on the list.
Well, I'm terrible too, so we'd be terrible together.
Perfect. Awesome. That's it. Potatoes together. Love it.
And that was the awesomely fantastic Crystal Storm. You can find more of her works on inthemindofcrystalstorm.com. So check that website out. You can see her writings, her Twitch streams where she all twitching and flinching and just getting crack shakes. And you can go to the whowouldwin.com website. You can find their episodes there featuring her. And yeah, man, just hook them up with some virtual love, maybe some coins as well. Throw a little some currency their way. And yeah, it was great. I didn't know she was that silly because you hear her get the giggles and have a little little funny quips on the Who Would Win podcast, but that's only a small portion of what you get of a Crystal Storm over there on the Who Would Win podcast. And I keep saying it because I really want you all to go listen to it. It's an awesome show. And I look forward to getting into some of her material, or some of the things that she plugged, her books, her Twitch streams, her freaking podcast. So I'll be putting my eyes on a Crystal Storm, not in a creepy way. But yeah. Great interview. I do apologize again for this being late, but if you don't listen to it when I release it, I wasn't late at all. It was right on time. Whenever you listen to this, it was right on time. I'm prepping episode 5 of the Wrestling is Trash podcast. And, I need to get some more combatants over so we can do some more recordings. Like I said, it's a podcast that I'm doing about professional wrestling. It's not so much in the vein of, we covering everything that happens every week. We just talking wrestling and just having some crazy fun. So you can find all that on randomrobcast.com along with a third podcast that's on the website. It's not mine. It's someone I know. I gave them an outlet to put their podcast out, because I have the ability to do so, not charging them nothing, and they feel that they can come up consistently with some creative content, or as the creative urge comes to them. So I gave them that outlet. I gave them some space on randomrobcast.com. The name of the show is This Way to That Way, subtitle Unplugged from the Matrix, because the original title of the show was going to be Unplugged from the Matrix, but there's like 2 or 3 podcasts out there that I searched that has that name. So he went with This Way to That Way. So check out the new show on randomrobcast.com. It's not me, I swear. I know dude, he disguising his voice and shit, and I swear it's not me. But check that podcast out. Check out Wrestling is Trash. And you're already listening to the Random Rounds with Rob. Hey, if you're hearing me, just like I did for my homeboy or whatever, I gave him an avenue to promote his podcast, and I got him hooked up with getting his shit on damn iTunes and Spotify and all that other stuff. I'll do the same for you. If you have a show that you spitballing, you're kicking around in your head, and that you want to do and try to pursue, I'll hook you up. I'll put you on my website, and I'll help you put it out there, and hopefully get some people to put some ears to it and whatnot. I'm not saying I'm highly popular. I got that much clout in the podcasting game that you being associated with me would get you all the listens and likes and shit. Cause hell, I'm struggling trying to get that shit myself. But, I just want to help. That's all it is. You can go on Anchor for free and publish your podcast. You can go to Mixcloud, I think, and do it free there. You can get on SoundCloud and Spreaker and all that stuff and do it free there. You'll have some limits with some of those services, but here is unlimited through me. I'll help you get your shit together. All you need to do is record your shit, edit your shit, and I'll get you some rights to the website, and you can publish and get your shit out there for everybody to listen to. I'll do that for you, because podcasting is a community, it's a family, especially as independent motherfuckers that ain't making no goddamn money. I would like for us to stick together and push each other and urge each other and whatnot. So, I'm picking up whatnot again. I was saying it in the past, and I was saying it a whole lot, and now it's starting to come back around again. It's like the 70s. They had the bell bottoms, and then they went away, then they came back. That's the whatnots are coming back. That might be a shirt idea or something. But, yeah, man, I just want to help. So if you are interested in podcasting, you got a microphone or some kind of way to record your voice, and you want to try to get it out there, hit me up. And the places that you can hit me up on, see the segue I'm learning. 3 years almost in the game, and I'm learning how to do segues now. The ways you can contact me is via Twitter at It's B-Rob. That's ITSBROB. And if you want to talk professional wrestling and any other general shenanigans, that's the place you do it. Speaking of talking professional wrestling and any other general shenanigans, you can hit me up on Wrestling B Trash on Twitter as well. And that's the new show, Wrestling is Trash. And you can follow this show that you're listening to right now on Twitter at 3R Show. I done threw a whole bunch of Twitter handles at you, but if you're hip and trendy, you should also be following at 3R Show 2. That's TOO. Follow me on Instagram to where you can watch me walk the hollowed halls of Walmart and get into shenanigans. I was in Walmart 3 times within the past 24 hours in the same city. And I did not record now look a video. I'm kicking myself in the ass for that now, but hey, it is what it is. And once again, you can go to randomrobcast.com, find just about everything that I was speaking of. I'm gonna put my social media column up there on the website, so I can you can see my Instagram photos whenever you pop in there. on the website, or you can just go to my Instagram, either or, whatever's more convenient for you. I would rather you dig around on my website and look at some things, especially the guest list I got on there. I got a guest list with every single person that has been on the show. I need to throw Crystal Storm's picture up there. I need to probably Photoshop it and make her look like the actual Storm, the comic book character. That would be pretty funny. But yeah. But go to randomrobcast.com. You can find different ways to help the show, help it grow. You can use my Amazon links on there, get your free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime. You can buy some merchandise through wehavemerch.com, which I have links on my website, randomrobcast.com. You can be a patron through Podbean, like Brandon McIntyre, Glenn Abbott, King Ajar, Bob Hines, and Robert Cook. And but the best way you can support this show and any other show that you listen to is writing those reviews, 5 stars preferably. Anything 4 and below, leave some constructive criticism, leave some kind of feedback so we can try and make our shows better. With that being said, I got all the ramblies up out of my mouth, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.